I was absolutely dumbfounded to know that a service like this was available and accessible to somebody like me. I have a lot of hidden disabilities, and they aren't obvious to a lot of people. One of which it comes under mental health. I have ADHD, and you find the older you get, the worse it gets, and as a consequence, I start to forget things. And one of the great things about this clever COG service is that you can have reminders. You can keep a calendar, and it's revolutionised my life. At least I get to places these days, whereas ordinarily I'd make 1 in 4 appointments and things like that. So yeah, it's changed my life in lots of ways, none of which I really thought about until I actually started using the bit of kit. And there we go. See, so we have one of these at home, and yeah, I use it as much as I can. I look things up, and there's even a quick connect to the Open University, which was like, wow, after all these years I could manage to maybe do some learning. So yeah, I can't say enough about the service, really. Yeah, if you're like me, who's been, I've had to move out of my own home recently due to something not so pleasant, and I've had to stay in travel lodges, and you get 30 minutes and then you have to pay £3 an hour for internet. So I couldn't sustain that financially, but yeah, I can use this every single day because along with the tablet comes a device that keeps it, on the internet for you. I had a choice when we were setting it up if I wanted to have a daily phone call. And this is the game changer for me. I elected to have, I suppose the correct term is a welfare check. But sometimes it's just as good, as they say up here in Edinburgh, a good blether. I find the call handlers are so compassionate and so kind. They remember stuff, they jot stuff down if it's important to you, and then it's almost like a free counselling session, because then they reflect it all back at you. It's brilliant. I wouldn't be without my daily call, because some days that's the only person I might speak to, apart from this little one, and she doesn't listen to me. So yeah, I have a set time of the day where I am waiting to take not just a call, it's actually a video call. So I'm not just talking to a faceless voice. I'm actually there interacting with somebody, and yeah, it's incredible really to go from, I could spend a week and not speak to somebody, and now I get to speak to someone every day, and it just might be a 1-minute check-in, because I don't know, these creatures always need the loo at the most inappropriate times. So sometimes I have to say, I've got a dash. But yeah, and some evenings, I'll have a good chat. And I've not come across one member of staff that isn't prepared to do that. It's huge. I don't know where to begin, really. The social interaction, which I suppose I'm in training for a soft relaunch in my life. I've had quite a lot of ill health in the last 24 months, and sadly, I was assaulted by persons unknown, and if it wasn't for the support of Clever Cogs, I don't know where I would have been. After it had happened, I pressed my alarm. Straight away, someone answers me. They contact the police to see if there's anything that could be done there. And then their subsequent calls are always checking in on how I'm feeling. Do I feel safe? So Clever Clogs has become an integral part of my daily life now. And yes, it's all remote, but I don't know. I wouldn't want them all coming to the house. I'd have to make them a cup of tea. And so, yeah, I'm so fortunate that social services found the funding for me to have this service, because it's just reconnected me to the world. It's opened my eyes to the possibilities that I might be able to get back into higher education, if not doing a degree, possibly doing some modules of a subject, that I fancy. So yeah, it's just the soft launch. I'm talking to the guys at Clever Clogs, and I'm kind of planning my next moves, where I'm moving to. And as I say, there's not one member of staff that doesn't know my backstory already. And so, yeah, I don't know what else to say apart from massive positive effects on my day-to-day life. Well, for Cat Burgees, for whom 1,000 words are never quite enough, and that's ADHD, by the way. I do need to use two, I'm afraid, because it's a life changer. It's revolutionised my life. It's a lifeline. One of the great things about the tablet is you can actually use it as a tablet. So you can, so this is the service itself, and then you're able to sort of swipe that away, and you can have different apps on there. You can listen to music, you could watch some television. You can either do it through the Clever Cogs app itself. You can put your family and friends, frequent people that you would call and stuff like that. As I say, keep a calendar. There's just so much about it that's, you even get a day check if you're confused as to what day it is, which, I'm guilty of that. When you've not got much going on in your world, the days can sort of meld into one. And so just a press of a button. I don't know if this is live, but so no, if this was mine, as you might see, a hand is raised by the assistant and she'd say, "Hello, Catherine, today is whatever date it is." Yeah. And so, yeah, obviously it's not programmed for a user, so, but mine would actually say my name and give me the correct date and time. And I think my dog wants to walk on the table.
Walk on the table. That's funny.
Oh, Della.
That's where she wanted to go initially.
Yeah, she did. You're such a monkey.